Sometimes after a heartbreak, nothing hits the same. Suddenly, just everything feels flat, you know? The music feels flat. That made you happy just don't feel the same anymore. And like when you're hanging out with your best friends, you just don't feel anything. People feel really distant, like you feel like they don't understand you. Even the next relationships don't give you the butterflies they used to give. And sometimes even the dreams feel cardboard, you know? You're like chasing dreams feels just meaningless because you don't feel anything about them. You don't get motivated at all. You're not sad exactly, you're just unmoved. That's the part that no one warns you about. First time I noticed this happens was when like one of my friends, after like 3 heartbreaks, came up to me and she was like, I don't feel anything anymore. I feel like nothing hits the same. I'm not happy anymore deeply that I used to be. And like she was dating someone good. Everything was going well. But she was like, I don't feel the butterflies I used to do. I used to feel. I don't feel them. I don't feel the butterflies I used to feel. I really wondered what really happens when we get numb like this, you know? Do we lose our feelings? And let's first name the feeling, you know, the strange numbness. Everyone talks about heartbreak like it's just crying on the floor pain, you know what I mean? Like you're just crying, down bad, everything, you know, they talk about heartbreak like this. There's another phase in heartbreak where it's quieter, it's scarier. The phase is like nothing excites you, nothing lifts you up, nothing moves you, nothing pulls you forward. And suddenly you start wondering, did that relationship take something from me that I'm not feeling anything anymore? Or like, did I lose my ability to feel forever? My answer here is no, you did not. What happened is that your nervous system is just tired after feeling a lot. Let me explain to you what it has to do with nervous system. So this is the nervous system explanation. And look, heartbreak is not just something emotional. It's also something biological. Like besides the fact that we humans deeply and like one of our basic needs is being loved. This is one of our basic needs, and this is what we definitely need to feel safe in life, is being loved. Plus the fact that heartbreak takes that away from us sometimes. Like we don't feel lovable anymore. Plus the fact that this happens also, like, you know, when you are in that relationship, love fills you up with dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, which these are the chemicals, like these are the safety chemicals, the connection chemicals. These are the meaning chemicals. And suddenly, when the bond breaks, all of that chemicals just drop fast. So your brain does what it does best. It conserves energy because you don't feel those dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin and stuff. You don't get those, there's no source for that. So it just saves it, kind of, you know what I mean? If you get what I mean. It saves energy. It doesn't move for anything else because it doesn't have any source to take from, so it can spend some emotion over some stuff, if I explain it well. You know, and when this happens, joy just gets muted. Curiosity over stuff dims. Excitement just left the chat. And this doesn't happen because you are empty, you know? This happens because your nervous system is protecting itself. Why new things don't work in this phase? You know, this is usually the phase where people tell you, go find someone, date someone new, try some new stuff. You know, they're like, do something. They keep motivating you for new stuff, new people, for going out. And you really do try to go out, to find a hobby, to meet someone, but it just feels nothing. It still feels like nothing. Because novelty doesn't work when your nervous system is still grieving that safety that it used to have. You know, like your nervous system was safe with someone, that person is gone, and your nervous system is grieving that safety. And nothing good will fix that until it finds safety again inside of itself without that person. And your brain isn't looking for something similar to that. It's just asking for repair. And this is the part that no one tells you about. Heartbreak doesn't just break your heart. It also fucks up your sense of meaning. What? I want to hurt. That person was a future. That person was a potential. That person was a story. When they just suddenly leave, life feels flat. Not because you lack options, you know, not because there's no other partner in this world, no. But because the story you used to live in just ended and you still haven't found the next one yet. This is the phase that we just panic. We start looking for chaos in our life. We just reach for everything that might make us feel something again. But this numbness is not a flaw to escape it. It's just a phase that you have to go through in order to feel again. Like, this is the phase that your heart is saying, I need time before I open the door for someone else. Let me give you hope without rushing it. Nothing excites you after heartbreak because your nervous system is recollaborating. Right now, you're between identities. You had a story, it ended, you're saying goodbye to that, and you're going to start a new one. And right now, you're in between those. You're leaving a story for going into another one. You know what I mean? Right now, you're between attachments. All that feeling, excitement, emotions will come back to you. You know, this time it will arrive differently, more quiet, more quieter, more slow, and, you know, more grounded. And it doesn't feel like fireworks anymore. It just feels like warmth returning to your hands. If you're in that season of life right now where everything feels muted, just please know this: you are not empty. You are healing, and there's no news better than that you're healing and you're growing. Numbness is not absence of feeling. It's just feeling too much for too long, and now you're tired. And you're just taking a break from it all. So right now, give yourself time. Don't rush anything. Just be good with it. Be kind with yourself. Life will color itself back in. But it's very gently, slowly. It's when you're ready to feel safe again. Okay, now our usual ritual. We have this ritual in my channel where every day, in every video, I wrote a bunch of quotes and we pick one randomly. Let's see which quote do we get today. Drum roll, please. Wow, that was beautiful. Nothing changes if nothing changes. That was so cool. Nothing changes if nothing changes. That was so cool. Honestly, mic drop. And also the one in the back, I'm not allowed to read that. Read that. For every video, one quote. That's the rule. Okay. Mic. Alright guys, this was today's video.
If you like this video, please like it and
drop a comment if you ever felt something like that and tell me your experience. I will be more than happy to hear I will be more than happy to hear your stories. Also, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Bye bye.